Alright, Bambinos, so today we are, as you read the title, going to be painting a Santa model from Heresy Miniatures. Now, I love this model. This model is amazing. This model is based on the big Boris model that Heresy Miniatures do, and it's him basically dressed up as Santa Claus. He's got a big sack full of stuff, and he's got a candy cane with a nail through it, which should be quite fun to paint. I've just stuck him down to this basic base at the moment, because I've got a more elaborate base planned for him. So I'll sort that out later. But my first step to painting him is obviously doing a prime. And I thought I might as well go crazy and do a zenithal prime. So, I hear you asking, what is a zenithal prime? Well, while I'm zenithal priming up this guy, how about I pass you over to two of my friends. We have Moomin Papa Japa and Messed Up Ted, and they will explain what a zenithal undercoat is all about. So over to you guys.
Yes, thank you, Scragglefoot. So, I am Moomin Papa Japa, and over here is my colleague, a Messed Up Ted. I said, wave, Messed Up Ted, wave, you can do it. Don't fall over though. Better. So, to truly talk about zenithal highlight, we of course have to start with who was Gregor T. Zenithal. As you can see, we have a portrait of Gregor T. Zenithal up here, and we really need to go into his life to discuss where the zenithal painting method came from. Gregor T. Zenithal was born in 1830. I don't think that's right. I'm sorry, what was that, Messed Up Ted? I do not think Gregor T. Zenithal had anything to do with a zenithal painting scheme. Well, Messed Up Ted, let's be honest here. Who between us do you think has done the research? Well, I think you will find I have done the research, while you just sat around making rubbish up. The zenithal highlight has nothing to do with Gregor T. Zenithal. Well, this is quite embarrassing because I think you'll find you're incorrect. How about we ask Scragglefoot who he believes? Scragglefoot? Sorry guys, I'm busy painting up this Santa. How about Moomin Papa Japa, you do your, maybe keep it short, explanation of Gregor T. Zenithal, and Messed Up Ted, you can then do what you believe is the correct history of the zenithal highlight. Well, I guess Scragglefoot has spoken, so back to Gregor T. Zenithal. I still think this is incorrect. You are spreading fake news. I do not think this will help anyone at all, and I recommend that we just fast forward your explanation and get to my correct explanation. Well, I never. Well, this is Gregor T. Zenithal. He was born in 1836, and he invented the zenithal highlight. Happy? Happy with that? Are you happy? Are you? And the research I put into this thing is ridiculous. Well, I can say with utmost fact that that is a bunch of rubbish. I do not believe a Gregor T. Zenithal ever existed. and if he did, I do not believe he had anything to do with a zenithal painting scheme. Now, for the correct definition of zenithal painting, let me now tell you what my research has shown. I will just stick this picture up, which will help explain it. So, as you can see, the zenithal is just the noon position of the sun. That's it, basically. So when you do a zenithal highlight, you are highlighting from where you think the sun in the sky is. So most people do a zenithal highlight from straight down, which would in fact be the zenith. So that is basically a zenithal highlight. You are choosing a direction where you believe the sun to be in the sky, and then you are simply highlighting in that direction. We don't have to talk about Gregor T. Zenithal at all, as he is not a real person. Well, did you have to stick your picture in the middle of the fantastical image of Gregor T. Zenithal that I found? Ridiculous. I don't know why I work with you. Anyway, any further questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and we will try and answer them. Well, I will try and answer them, and he will probably come up with some nonsense. Back to you, Scrabblefoot. No, I get to say back to you, Scrabblefoot. Back to you, Scrabblefoot. Ha!
Well, I hope you found that useful? Maybe? Informative? If you have any subjects that you'd like Messed Up Ted and Moomin Papa Japa to explain for you, do let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can get them on the research. So that segment took so long to film that I actually not only did the zenithal highlight all over, but I also started blocking in the white. Because, you know, I had it on my palette from doing the zenithal highlight. Because I dry brushed the zenithal highlight on instead of using a rattle can because the weather's horrible. So that's the reason I did that. I did make a couple of errors while I was doing the whiting out of parts. I've whitened out his boots, the fur there, which I think would look better brown, and also his pants, his jockstrap area, because I think that would help the contrast and it wouldn't just be a white blob. So yeah, I'll try and fix those errors, and I will block in all the other colours, and then I'll be back. Make sure to check out Heresy Miniatures. This isn't a sponsored video because I'm just a tiny YouTuber, so this is just to show my appreciation for Heresy Miniatures and the great models that they have in their collection, which I recommend you check out by looking in the doobly-doo below, where I'll have a link to their shop. Okay, great. I'll block those colours out then. Okay, so I have now done all the base colours. So I've done the first round of colours on all of the parts of the model. So what I've done is for the red, I've started with a red gore. For the flesh, I've started with dark flesh. For all the silvery bits, the metallic bits, so we've got his belt buckle and the nail there, I've started with lead belcher. For his shoes and the present sack, I've started with a terracotta, I'm not 100% happy with this colour, but this is going to be, there's going to be a lot of change to this colour anyway, so I'm not that worried at the moment. And then in the back here, there's a little present poking through his present sack, and I started off with Enchanted Blue with that one. Yeah, so that's him so far. So the plan is to start working on each area individually now. So I'll probably start with all the red bits next and get them painted up properly, get them highlighted, get them looking really nice, and then I'll move on to the flesh probably. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the white last. That way I can correct any mistakes I have. So yeah, the white and the here's candy cane with the knife through it. I'll probably do those last. Yep. So I'll get the red done, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'll also put a picture here of what it looks like now, just so you can see a bit clearer than my camera likes to show for some reason. Great. Back in a bit. Okay, so I've finished the red off. I think it looks quite nice. You should be able to tell that it's a lot brighter than it was merely seconds ago for you guys. On there. There you go. So I'll put the pictures up now, or they might already be up, depending how efficient I am. And then my next step is to start on the skin, I think. So I'll do that and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've done the skin. Probably can't see it very well again because of my camera. I'm not sure what's going on with it. But I will put some photos up now if I haven't already. So with the flesh, I started with dark flesh and worked it up by adding a little bit each layer of bronzed flesh. Then I did a very light flesh wash over it to help blend the layers, and did a final highlight of just bronze flesh over it. And I think it looks cute. I have done the face as well, and the eyes. I'm not exactly happy with the eyes, but they're not the worst eyes, I guess. So all I've got left to do now is the boots, the bag, and the metallic. So I'll do, oh, and the candy cane. So I might as well finish him up and then show you what it looks like finished. So that's what I'll do now. And then I'll be back. And then I'll show you him when he's finished. Oh, and the little present sticking out the bag as well. So yeah, I'll basically finish him up now and then show you what it looks like. Okay, cool. Okay, so he's finished. Hopefully you can see him all right there. I will be putting some photos up on the screen now anyway. His candy cane was a nightmare, as you can probably expect. But I think it looks alright. I decided to go for more of a green colouring on it, as the rest of him is quite red. So just to break it up a little bit. So yeah, and I've also put a gloss varnish on the candy cane to give it a bit of extra, like, hard candy type look. So, and I finished the boots. Boots there. His buckle on his belt is now gold, and the nail is silver. And I also finished up his sack. I am putting pictures of this up, so you should be able to see all the detail quite well. Okay, so yeah, he's done. Hooray! But is he really done? Because he's just on a base? No, he's not. He's not done. Of course, he's not done. So my plans for him going forward, put in there so he can watch over. My plan is to do kind of like a little mini diorama for him. So the plan I had, you have to excuse my particularly dodgy drawing here, is basically him standing on a roof with some kind of creature in the way of the chimney that he needs to get down to deliver his present. So the roof here, I'm going to have some icicles on it, and I want the whole thing like covered in snow so it looks Christmassy, I suppose. So obviously I still need to make this base and work out what kind of creature. If you want to go to Heresy Miniatures, following the link in the below, and have a look at the kind of creatures they've got there, and let me know what you think would be a good creature to have opposite him on the chimney there. Because I believe I've got pretty much everything there, and if not, I can always order it. So yeah, that's it for this time. As I said, this video is late because Messed Up Ted and Moomin Papa Japa were quite deavery when they were filming their scene. So if you want Messed Up Ted and Moomin Papa Japa to explain anything, do let me know in the comments below what you'd like them to explain next. And remember to like, comment and subscribe, and you can come with me on this Heresy Miniatures journey. Bye-bye now.